The reality dating series The Ultimatum has recently become the hot new thing on Netflix, and people are still talking about the way the first season of the show came to an end in April of 2022. The show's plot revolved around several individuals in long-term relationships giving their respective others the ultimatum that they either need to commit to marriage or break things off. The drama proved spicy, and few fans could have predicted the way things ended up turning out. Several months removed from the finale and reunion episode, which premiered on the same day, fans are curious what has happened to the couples that were showcased on the first season of the series since it came to an end. Join Trender as we explore where The Ultimatum's Season 1 cast couples are now. April and Jake. The first couple from the first season of The Ultimatum that we'll be catching up with in this video is April and Jake. April was 23 years old during the show's first season, while Jake was 26 years old. It was April who ended up issuing the titular ultimatum to her slightly older partner. Prior to the pair joining the cast of The Ultimatum, they had been dating for a period of 2 years. Throughout The Ultimatum's first season, both April and Jake got to try their hand at developing a romance with some of the show's other contestants. The first male contestant that April developed a romantic connection with besides Jake was Nate. However, April ended up setting her sights firmly on a male contestant by the name of Hunter, not too long after making the aforementioned connection with Nate. Despite April and Hunter seeming to have quite a bit of chemistry on the series, things didn't work out. Hunter had come onto the series with his own love interest, named Alexis. April and Hunter's short-lived romance made Alexis incredibly jealous, and this jealousy resulted in Hunter popping the question to her. After becoming engaged, Hunter and Alexis ended up leaving the show early. After things didn't work out with Hunter, April entered into a trial marriage with another one of the show's male contestants. This time, the contestant that April set her sights on was Colby. Meanwhile, Jake was given the opportunity to enter into a trial marriage of his own. While April was with Colby, Jake entered into a trial marriage with female contestant Rae. Jake and Rae proved a surprisingly successful item, with Rae even introducing Jake to her parents. Rae warned Jake that her parents had rarely approved of her previous love interests, but Jake had the confidence to make a good impression on them. When April and Jake were brought back together to see if they could make things work, April ended up getting a little jealous. It turns out that April went through Jake's phone and saw a video of Rae twerking, which inspired April to double down on her ultimatum. Sadly, Jake felt that it was better that the two break things off. As the show ended, it seemed like Jake was going to try and start up a serious romantic relationship with Rae. However, it has since become apparent that the pair has now broken up. Jake appears to be single, and April is in a relationship with someone else. Shanique and Randall. The next couple from the first season of Ultimatum that we'll be taking a look at is Shanique and Randall. During the first season's filming, Shanique was 24 years old and Randall was 26. The two had been dating for a year and a half, though Randall had refused to commit to marriage up until that point, because he felt that he needed to sort out some debts first. During the first season of the series, Shanique and Randall were given the opportunity to enter into trial marriages with contestants Zay and Madlyn, respectively. There didn't end up being all that much chemistry between Shanique and male contestant Zay, though Randall and Madlyn were a different story. As it turns out, sparks flew between Randall and Madlyn during the pair's trial marriage. The two shared a bed from the very first night of the trial marriage onwards, and this resulted in a good deal of intimacy. Once Shanique became aware of the fact that her man was getting intimate with another woman, she became incredibly jealous and asked for a meeting with Randall. During this meeting, Shanique doubled down on her ultimatum, but Randall refused to budge. Shanique subsequently stormed off. Fans may have assumed that things were over for Shanique and Randall, but a miracle happened during the show's finale. Randall ended up getting down on one knee and finally popping the question to Shanique. Unsurprisingly, the female contestant said yes. In the reunion episode that premiered the same day as the finale, it appeared that Shanique and Randall had temporarily broken their engagement up. However, they are now back together. We shouldn't count our chickens before they hatch, but it seems likely that Shanique and Randall will have a happy future. If you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to hit the like button to show your support. Also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be among the first to know when more awesome Trender videos are on their way. Alexis and Hunter. The next couple we'll be catching up with in this video is Alexis and Hunter. During the first season of The Ultimatum, Alexis was 25 years old while her partner was 28. The two had been dating for 2 years, and it was Alexis that wanted to take things to the next level. Hunter claimed that he was interested in marriage, but that he wanted to try out living with Alexis first, before he committed. Alexis seemingly had a problem with this, with one of her reasons being that she made more money than Hunter and didn't want to support him without receiving some kind of commitment first. Over the course of the Ultimatum's first season, Alexis developed a small crush on Colby, though Colby wasn't interested in reciprocating the attention. Female contestant April ended up setting her sights on Hunter, which inspired some strong feelings of jealousy in Alexis. Alexis told Hunter that she loved him, which was enough to make Hunter finally pop the question to her. As a result, Alexis and Hunter ended up leaving the first season of the show a little bit early. Though fans were sad to see Alexis and Hunter leave the Ultimatum before the end of its first season, they were still happy for the couple. Alexis would return in a later episode to show off her engagement ring to her former fellow female contestants. Fans have been treated to plenty of pictures of the happy couple via Alexis and Hunter's respective Instagram accounts, and the wedding is set for June of 2022. Rae and Zay. The next couple we'll be taking a look at is Rae and Zay. Rae was 24 years old during the Ultimatum's first season, while Zay was 25. As we've already discussed, Rae could be seen entering into a trial marriage with Jake over the course of the show's first season, while Zay found only platonic chemistry with Shanique. Rae and Jake had a good deal of romantic chemistry, with Jake going out of his way to make sure that he saved some videos of Rae twerking on his phone after breaking things off with her and hooking back up with his girlfriend April. By the end of the season, Rae and Zay had officially decided to part ways as a couple. This decision came after Zay spent a drunken night out and refused to return any of Rae's phone calls. Currently, it seems that Zay is single, while Rae is dating someone of the same sex. Lauren and Nate. The penultimate couple that we'll be catching up with is Lauren and Nate. The two were both 30 years old during the filming of the Ultimatum's first season, and had been dating for nearly 3 years. Peculiarly, Lauren has criticized both Netflix and the series for lying about her age. It seems that the show claimed that Lauren was only 26. It's unclear why the show decided to lie about Lauren's age, though it doesn't seem to have been an accident. The false age gap did put Lauren and Nate more in line with the show's other couples. Lauren and Nate certainly seemed to be in love, but the thing preventing them from getting married was the fact that Lauren didn't want kids. As per the show's modus operandi, Lauren and Nate spent some time seeing if they'd have more romantic chemistry with any of the show's other contestants. Nate hooked up with April and Shanique, while Lauren hooked up with Colby. Nate didn't find much romance with either April or Shanique, but Lauren found that she had a strong connection with Colby. This made Nate jealous and inspired him to pop the question during the series. As a result, Lauren and Nate ended up staying together. In fact, it seems that the pair have even agreed to have a child. Madlyn and Colby. The final pair we'll be taking a look at in this video is that of Madlyn and Colby. Madlyn was 24 during the season's filming, while Colby was 25. Madlyn wanted to get married, but Colby felt that he wasn't sure if he was ready. Throughout the Ultimatum's first season, Madlyn experimented romantically with Randall, while Colby experimented with April. However, Madlyn and Colby ended up deciding that they wanted to stay together. The two ended up getting married before the season was over, and their marriage is going well. The two are expecting a child. Ultimatums don't always work, but it seems like several of the couples from the Ultimatum's first season ended up having a happy ending. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know that the Ultimatum's first season contestant Lauren claims that the series purposefully lied about her age, and that a few of the couples from the show are still together? As always, like this video to show your support, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be among the first to know when more awesome Trender videos are on their way.